Hello, beloved! Welcome to another episode of Daldalan, Tawanan, at Batuhan ng Opinion with us, your friends, the Bellas! We found a very interesting article posted in the Artekdote at Sir KingSy. Natuwa po kami dun sa sinulat nyo last time.
Si Ara ang pipiliin ko.
Feeling ko
Okay,
ako mananalo
Ara,
dito.
Yes.
Yeah, actually, I would vote myself.
I don't want to say the word, but okay, Ate Ara.
Double kill!
My gosh, sorry, I have the same vote.
Triple
Pero nung
kill!
naisip ko, baka nga si Eden, pero more si Ara talaga.
Parang ako o si Ara. Pero anyway, feeling ko mas lamang si Ara.
Mega kill!
No, I'm thinking of Ara and Eden also.
But ganun yung reputation namin.
Pero mas iniisip ko si Eden, mas lamang siya kay Ara. Kasi may friendly dating kasi si Ara.
So, nung sinabi niyang yung mga women na they're ranting online, so, yeah, I admit, I rant online, pero ang nira-rant ko lang is, hello, Beneco, hello, Converge. I think, wala naman akong talagang personally nakaawa.
Outspoken. Kaya, I know that's why you think that way. Pero, I never fought with anybody online. Kahit nga sa real life, if
We understand them because we are women. We know how they feel. They are just, maybe they just want to show that they are strong. It's their defense mechanism. Sabi
yeah, Eileen, the guy, I think, mahirap siyang i-approach.
Si Gina. Wala, si Gina kasi, she's so prim and proper. Ganon. Parang,
A few moments later.
May Nemo. Oh, si Eileen.
May reason?
Kasi,
Oo,
kasi parang kung ako yung lalaki, parang pahirapan.
Ako naman, ang vote ko, syempre si Eileen nga. Mahirap maano yung berry.
Parang mas feeling ko, si Christine ang mas hard to get. So yun, parang ay, yung explanation nyo kay Eileen na friend zone. Pero yun nga, parang as a relationship nga na pag tinitingnan siya, feeling ko mahihirapan ding mag-approach yung mga lalaki sa kanya sa talino niya, sa game niyang gawin yung mga bagay-bagay, sa pagiging traveler niya, marang mga ganyan. So, yun. Ikaw na.
I'm torn between Gina nga and Christine. No?
O sige,
Pero
kung
yun nga.
napiliin mo, may sagot ako. Charot.
Si Gina, parang ang hirap i-please, na parang, sige, I need to do all these things. Tapos ako, will she give me a hard time pag ako yung guy? Will she make me work hard for it? Fever ko ba to? O talagang, pag ako nag-fever dahil dito, ha? Mataas talaga yung sabi. Pero kasi ako, either it's playing hard to get or I just don't know what I want. But I'm just sorting out my emotions. Can I? Like, yun nga, it can be misinterpreted na nagpapa-hard to get. And it's a waste of time, emotions, like those kind of things. So,
Pero actually, hindi. Hindi nga ako nagpa-hard to get sa asawa ko.
for some women, men kasi, no, she's playing hard to get, so let me just try it. And remove the
Launch
playing word, I
attack!
think I'm hard to get. Kailangan ko ng medyo habang ligawan. Yun nga, yun yung taas na maka-stand.
Yun.
So, but I'm not playing it. It's just like,
Yes. Yes, it's not playing.
And yung dun sa it's true naman na meron akong pagka-play hard to get, lalo na pag before sa relationship, mag-enter ng relationship and then during sa relationship, di ba? So parang kung ako sa akin, nagpapa-play hard to get ako kasi yung motive ko doon is to see or to test kung anong intention niya, kung talagang seryoso ba siya sa akin or not. Pero doon sa during naman sa relationship, kung may away-away, gano'n naman, tapos kung parang magsusorry, gano'n, mahirap akong mag-forgive.
I think it's okay naman to play hard to get. You have your own standards. But, wag kang maninisin ng guy kung nag-give up siya sa'yo dahil nagpo-play hard to
yun
get.
din.
Yun lang yun.
Doon kasi sa sinulat niya sa article, parang pag after playing nga naman. Pag after naman gumibap yung lalaki, tsaka naman magsisisi yung girls na defense mechanism na rin na siguro hindi ako hindi ako basta-basta nagbabae or syempre mga bata wala pang experience yung mga yan so hindi alam kung paano mag-react pag may manliligaw.
Pero connected siya sa next one. You're giving him the wrong signals, too.
Yeah.
So, may mga wrong signals kasi yung pag-ask ng coffee out or pagpalibre. Parang nabanggit niya yun, magpalibre naman tayo ng kape.
Nagpapaload. Sinabi nga niya.
Naalala ko nung college days ko, mayroon din ganyan. May nang-load din sa akin paminsan-minsan. Hindi ako magre-reply, pero hindi ako nangingi. Hindi ako magre-reply. Nuludan ako.
Argument doon, okay, you don't want to give wrong signals, pero ikaw ang naka-receive ng load, hindi ka nag-ask, di ba? What would you do? Would you return the load? Or will you, di ba? Okay, paano ko masasabing hindi wrong signal to? I still don't like you, I still don't want you to continue. Pero kung insistent pero paano yun?
You have to be polite so you reply.
Tapos reply mo 30 pesos kasi 30 pesos yung load.
Soli mo yung pinang-load sa'yo.
Dear guys, so how would you feel about that? Kung pinasa yung load, is that not sending wrong signal? Is that clarifying the emotions or will you feel offended?
Feeling ko sa mga bata talaga, I think for us na mature na, parang tayo pag ready na tayo sa relationship natin, go na kung go, no kung no.
No.
Sometimes I think it's not wrong signals, it's miscommunication. Nagbigay si guy sa akin ng regalo. For me, it was just out of politeness, inaccept ko yung gift niya, pero yung na-misinterpret niya na, she likes me kasi kinuha niya yung gift ko. So, miscommunication in both parts. And it takes two. So, if girls can give wrong signals, guys can give wrong signals too.
Do not assume unless it's stated.
Pero sabi naman nila, if a guy likes you, sasabihin talaga nila sa'yo, di ba?
But they also say that some guys need a little push.
Yun yung sinabi ni writer. Sabi niya na parang sabihin niyo kung no, yes, tulungan niyo naman kaming ma-motivate na ituloy yung panliligaw. Parang ganun yung dating niya. So, they really need some
push. Kasi sometimes din kasi yung mga guys, anong tawag doon? They're very dense. Nandun na yung signal nandyan na Yung kulang na lang sabihin mo lang diretso. Alam mo, binibigay mo na yung signal na, pero hindi pa rin nila magets. Parang,
Pabebe talk.
Tapos I cannot even imagine you guys na nagpapakute. Nag-cringe na ako.
Nagpapakute ka!
Yaya, nagpapabebe ka!
Oo, kinakawayan ka ni Alden, Yaya. Uy, tumitingin. Uy! Pabebe!
Siguro very possible is maybe me or Eden din. Based on my understanding dito, yung sabi niya nagko-Korean novela, alam mo yung Egyo, yung pa-cute ng Korean? Opa! Ganon, yung ganon. Hi! Yeah, which we are not. Put on too much makeup.
Okay, or too much of everything. Sige, vote ko yung sarili ko. My makeup is not too much. Maybe too much sa inyo kasi compared sa inyo, mas maayos ako sa inyo, 'di ba? Yung pa-vain ko lang is actually for myself, take care of myself na may igaganda pala ako. Nung mas naging confident na ako, that was the time na minamanifest ko through fashion, through makeup. So, I don't put on makeup for boys. I put on makeup for myself.
I think na naman to, it's between me and Eden.
Agree.
Kasi kami ang makeup Pero if you compare us to other people, we're not.
And then, ikaw naman na nakakakikita ng gano'n, nasusobrahan ka din, huwag kang savage! So, if that's what you want to do with your body, that's what makes you happy, and then you can afford it naman, then, go.
Defense naman to women who put on too much makeup. Sabi nga, it's borrowed confidence. Parang sa guys, you drink to borrow confidence. Sa girls, it's makeup. Pero pagbigyan na natin sila because they're still experimenting. Pag nagsa-start ka ng something na hindi mo alam, ilalagay mo lahat eh. When you're decorating a Christmas tree, for example, and first time mo, ilalagay mo lahat, wala ka pang theme, hindi mo pa naisip yung mga yon. Yung alam mo lang, kailangan kong ilagay lahat ng colors doon, which is, papangit yung tree. I think it's natural naman to compare your present to your previous. Pero, okay lang na isipin, wag nyo na lang i-voice out. All men do it too. Yeah, pero you should not call out women for doing that because ginagawa rin nila yun.
Or we say it in a subtle way. Or
So, I can't compare
ko na lang
to
sa
anyone.
magiging future ko kung sakali.
Oh, yeah.
oh, that's true! Oh!
Dahil doon, nag-set ka na ng standard.
Actually, in some perspective, it will help you make your standard higher. So next time that you look for someone, yun na, i-compare mo, makikita mo, ma-assess mo. You found that your girl is comparing, is putting other girls down, then secure her with her, secure her with who she is, that she's loved or that she's this kind of person.
Remember, there's a saying, blowing somebody's candle doesn't make your flame brighter. Yeah. So instead of that, I'm gonna replace it with another saying, which is real queens fix each other's crowns. So instead of I think this is wrong in all levels. Bakit? Do you want to stir the relationship? You want to test the relationship? You want to test the man if he can stay with you, so you will make him intentionally jealous? On the other hand, pwede rin, why not? It's your strategy. Pero kapag nag-backfire, walang sisihan.
Be willing to take the risk. You took that risk.
For the ones who are just playing around or playing around, not really into serious relationship. They're not yet sure. So, matry nga or matest nga.
Nagpapapansin lang yan. Pero, of course, to mature women, we shouldn't do it. Napag-uusapan yan. Ayun. Okay, so some of the items are applicable to us, some are not. Some are applicable to younger ones, some are to mature ones. As women, we did some things that may not be acceptable to men. We are not perfect. We're flawed, but yes, we learn from our experiences. We grow from those changes. So yes, we are all different women, but we all aim to be a better person. Be yourself and embrace change.